It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What the heck are you laughing about, Monokuma?
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask.
Well, that's true. That's the mask literally was covering the all head. So I don't think we can also see if it was a woman or a man.
The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No, there's no way Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face. If you compare what we know about Mukuro to the masked attacker, it should be obvious.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
Whoever attacked me, they didn't have something Mukuro definitely had. That should be proof enough to that the one who attacked me wasn't Mukuro. And I have an idea what it is.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Alright, I was wrong. I messed it up again. In this case, let's do that again.
You never saw their face, right?
So you can't have... I'm telling you now, you're wrong. There's another part of the... Oh? Is it the... or the left...
Maybe the right foot, or perhaps
the left... Or could it be... the hips?
What well, why how he said the hips in this part was hilarious. Whatever.
you never saw their face.
So you can't have...
I'm telling you now.
No, it's wrong. Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo.
Yep.
But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Van un alibi, tutto dato uma, but whatever.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
Kyoko?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
If anyone could say anything. Kyoko was removing her gloves.
Your hands!
You thinking that other gasp was more than just a little burn skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seems to savor the words as she said them. Too bad that we couldn't see her hands too, though, because I was curious to see how their end was. The ends was. Then she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
Yep, if all if the others were in the gym dismissing Monokuma in Kyoko, what wasn't her besides the hands? It's obvious that it was the mastermind.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Oh, shut up.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true, since we never met Mukuro before, so...
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
Or she was killed in front of their noses and no one noticed it was her.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Taco, just stop it.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
But there is a place. There's only one place. You can think of anywhere else that the body could have been stored. The biolab, of course. So it's like a refrigerator.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body, and it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
Exactly. Like the body of the others.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
The footage shows that the body was carried from the biolab to the garden. Well, of course, is this the trap from the biolab?
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
I told you how, Hero. It's called investigating the small details. So, it's very simple.
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Interesting.
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
That's right, Hero. That's what she's talking about.
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency, one so major it can't be overlooked.
When you see in the biolab, You've been talking about.
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I needed to pull myself together and think. The consistency into the biolab. Could be talking about.
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yep, that's his plan for thinking about something else and not the right thing. So keep it together, Makoto. Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. It's just to think that because he knows we're getting closer to the show of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. Oh yeah. So let's do this.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? Punishment is waiting for you. Are you sure about this? Pro, pro, pro! Are you sure about this? Pro, pro, pro! Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? Punishment is waiting for you. Are you sure about this? Pro, pro, pro! Are you sure about this? Pro, pro, pro! I'm not listening! Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? I'm not listening!
This should prove it.
Okay, got it.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
Dat is exactly it, Byakuya.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
Just thinking about it, hero. Lights doesn't make sense. The number of lights that should be on. Well, obviously there should be 10.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. That's the key to solve this mystery. Yep, because think about it. The first to die was Leon, Sayaka, and Junko. Then it was Mondo and Chihiro. And we are 5. Then we have Taka, Celeste, and Ifumi. In the end, we have Sakura. And if Mukuro dies too, we are 10. So obviously the lights on should be 10. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth, then Ifumi was 7. Celeste was 8. And Sakura was 9. And victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
Yep, it's simple math.
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
Just thinking about it, we thought he was dead, but he doesn't.
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
There isn't the list of bodies of the murders. The explanation for more murder than victims. Why is that? Maybe would you take it for that to come sense? Because the same person was killed twice.
I got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
Huh? Killed twice?